Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from Talladega Super Speedway. Tonight is the Midnight Thunder Series for Sim500 Esports Racing League. Boy, my voice sounded good just now saying that. Joined with me in the booth, Todd Chase Jr. Todd, how you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good.
I tell about to
Glad
call
to
you
be here.
Junior.
Yeah, that was not going to be good, but we're here
Yeah,
at Talladega. We're ready to see some really good racing.
yeah, man. We
I'm
had
pumped.
we had a absolutely fantastic race. Fantastic race. Um, the last time we was here on Wednesday with the Sim 500 guys. Was it Wednesday? No, we was at Daytona. Uh,
Yeah, you're right, Daytona.
Fantastic racing. Some of the best racing we've seen all season. Tonight's race is going to be very interesting, I think. Very entertaining. I think this is going to be a top, you know, top priority in this race is with this season winding down. If I can get my words out right, the season winding down. This is the halfway point of the season, so I think that guys really, if you're going to have a chance for this championship, you have to do it here. Todd, would you agree?
Oh, I agree. I mean, the racing tonight's going to be absolutely insane. I mean, the big question tonight, really, we're all asking ourselves is when is the big one going to happen?
Yeah,
You know, I mean, I think it's going to happen pretty early here tonight.
yeah. The big one at Talladega is always known to happen. I mean, it's just when will it happen? And I think you're right. I think it will happen early. I do want to mention this season we've only had one back or two-time winner. Everybody else has been different. So the first 5 weeks we got one winner. It's won two races. Everybody else different for the other three. So once again, I'm Adam Chapman. Todd Chase Jr. in the booth. Kind of look over us a little bit tonight, guys. We're just dealing with some personal stuff. Both of us are. So hopefully you guys get entertained by the broadcast and all that good stuff. And we kind of provide you with what we know we can and what we should. But we'll see how it goes. Todd, qualifying is underway right now.
Yeah, Tyler Dalton's out there on the track, and watching him right now, he's running that high lane, and that's exactly what you got to do. I know I've said it in weeks past that with certain mile and a halfs, that's how you got to run that place like this, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah, and Tyler Dalton going to go down to the bottom a little bit. I forgot they actually did update this track, didn't they? Because I see the sponsors in the infield and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I think they did.
I think it was during the Pro Series last year when they had the Invitational and stuff like that. But anyway, you see Dalton, what Todd just said. He's dropping straight to the bottom line, right on that yellow stripe. Now, one key thing, and you can see he's doing a very nice job at in turn 1 and 2. The key thing, honestly, with Talladega and Daytona both, you want to kind of straddle the white or yellow line. Do not even try to come up, a foot or two off the bottom at the scrub speed, not really speed, but scrub time off. So you got to try to keep your wheel as steady as you can. You see him right there, once again, hooking perfect on the bottom. Looks really good right there out of turn 4. Yeah, he's going to be looking at a good lap here, I think, on his first lap. This is actually his first lap, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to choose him for my pick to win tonight because the last time I ran this track was with these guys in the Wednesday night league, and guess who ended up winning that race? This guy right here, Tyler Dalton.
Yeah, who goes to the top of the board with the pole right there of 56.047. Of course, we will have to wait for his other races. How about Joey Gattina racing tonight, Todd? Haven't seen that name in a while, especially in here.
Yeah, I mean,
We're used to seeing on Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, usually it's just Wednesday.
So a little bit different. We'll see how Joey does. You can see one thing that he is doing. We'll see a lot of guys do that. Cut that apron or hit that apron, go around the bottom, just the shortest way around. Now, a lot of leagues do look down on that. This league does not have a rule by that, which I like. I think that's fine as far as qualifying goes. Use it to your advantage any chance you get. But Joey goes to third on the board once again. Tyler Dalton, by the way, has shut off his truck, so he will be happy with the 56.047. Meanwhile, here comes Jeremy James, number 81 Mountain Dew truck. That's a nice looking paint, kind of a Chase Elliott paint.
Oh yeah.
Simple and easy. And you can see right there what I was talking about. He actually hit the apron, come up off the bottom just a little bit.
And he's going to hit it again there.
And that's just scrubbing that side skirt, so it's going to scrub speed off a little bit. But he's not going to be able to get this lap in anyway. But, something that kind of what we're talking about, especially when this race starts. You've got to be careful because you're going to be side by side for so long. It's you hit the apron, it sends you up. And, of course, that's where
qualifying here really doesn't mean that much because, you could go from last to first in the matter of, maybe 2 laps if you do it right. So
100%. So, while this is all going on, here's a look at your starting grid up. It is Mr. Tyler Dalton. Don't worry about the Australia thing, by the way. I got to change my theme here in a minute. Tyler Dalton, Bobby Wetzel, side by side. In row number 2, we got Joey Gatina, Gary Sexton. Alongside him, Gary's another one to watch here tonight. Ben McDonald, Joel Conley, Trey Edson, and Jose Medina, Jeff Hollingsworth, J. Ray Hayes. Boy, that sounds perfect, by the way. Like a perfect racer name. Dylan Slaverly, Daniel Falkingham in here tonight. Woo, some big names in here. David Comstock, EJ in here in the 41 truck. And 14, Justin Fuller, Chad Coleman. Boy, they brought all the stars out here tonight. Lucas Freyer, Jeremy Jones. What is up with all these guys wanting to race late? Chris Sawyer, Bentley Glasser, Hamish Gallagher, our best favorite name to say, Mitch Mumma in the 22nd spot. Ed Williams Jr., Dustin Franklin in row 12 as well. Rich Franklin and Matt Dominique in row 14. We got Will Brinkley, Michael Muncie, Matthew Karakoff, George Rincon in row 15. Row 16, we got Jeremiah Reed and Michael Shore. And that is it for your starting lineup here tonight. We'll be honest, Todd, how many leagues do you know that run at 12 o'clock a.m. and have this kind of turned out?
None. I will say absolutely none.
There's not many.
But you know why those heavy hitters are in here?
Talladega.
Exactly.
That's what it is, 100%. Everybody knows that they got a chance to win. And the thing is, with this race, there is no chase in this league.
Yeah.
In the Friday night
Which is
series.
fun.
Yeah, which is fun because we've talked about it before. Everybody does chases now.
Yeah.
Everybody. So, I like it. This race, by the way, only 63 laps, and I think they run 75% fuel, so it's going to be really close on fuel mileage because the other night, now I'm going by the truck series that we ran on Wednesday, it was 34?
Okay.
Well, 34 to 38 laps, I believe, was the fuel mileage range.
So about halfway.
Yeah, and that's what's going to be interesting with this. With only 75% fuel load in these trucks, there's a chance it could be a one-stop race.
Then you also run that chance of running out at the end, too, if you do stop it about halfway.
Yeah, so, if you can make it to halfway, I think you're good. But the thing is, we got to count in cautions. That is the big thing, of course.
Right.
Not only that, really, if you're the leader, you got to kind of take that into account too, because you're going to be burning off more fuel if you're up front, burning that fuel off and stuff like that. So guys are definitely going to be thinking of that. So, all right. By the way, Todd, once again, congratulations on making your permanent debut now in the booth. It's awesome to have you here, man. I'm so glad that you finally moved up. Now we're just going to move you up to a lead broadcaster here, hopefully soon.
Yeah. I don't know. It's great being here, too. And, on the actual the 1 year anniversary of me starting the whole broadcast journey with you was, yesterday or whatever. So it's pretty cool to come back full circle to an actual broadcast 1 year later and see the improvement that I've grown already. But right now I'm actually pretty happy with where I'm at. Still got a lot of work to do in order to get that lead role that you want. But I don't see it happen. It won't be very long, and I think I'll be to that point.
Yeah, so. I agree. A lot of people like having you. I've heard nothing but good feedback, which was my main reason, honestly, for going ahead and let you want to come in. You've been nothing but great ever since you've done it, and I think you've done a really great job compared to some of the other guys we've brought in. No offense to Derek, because he does a good job, but other guys as well.
Right.
So, Anyway, here we go. Green flag set to come out to get this one underway here at Talladega. And Todd, why don't you do the honors this time?
Pace car drops down, and we're waiting for the green flag. And we're waiting. Green flag is out in the air here at Talladega. 2x2 down into turn 1.
Turn 1 they will go. It is side by side with Tyler Dalton, Bobby Wetzel, Joey Gattina, and then the 23 of Gary Saxton. Remember, Saxton last week had a bad start to the race. But we'll see how he manages kind of tonight. Here comes the bottom line. And this is something interesting to me because what's going to happen here with this outside lane in the Wednesday night at Daytona, the outside lane was the way to pass, and we're seeing it here once again. You can already see the momentum. So it looks very similar to what we're seeing Wednesday with the outside lane getting the push. And to be honest, here at Talladega, the outside lane should actually be better than what it was at Daytona. So that's going to be your preferred way to pass. And honestly, Todd, when somebody goes up there, you might as well not even defend it because they're going to get around you.
Right. I mean, when you go from all the way to the bottom to the top, it's just slowing you down because you got guys that are no longer behind you anymore, you know, and all them guys that you're trying to block have guys with them, so there's no way of stopping it, like you said.
We got a third lane forming a little bit further back with EJ and a couple other cars back there. It looks like a 42. I'm not sure exactly who that is. Might not actually be the 42. Yeah, 42 custom number. It's actually the 15.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if that third lane actually works tonight. I mean, if you can run it the right way, I've been told, you know, it will work wonders.
I mean, you see EJ working up there now. I mean, you see right there a big move coming from the 5 truck moving up. Trey Edson wanting that third lane, and well, there you go, Todd. There's your answer. That's
Meanwhile, we do have a new leader.
We do. By the way, we broke our lead change record on Wednesday. I don't know if you remember that. Because you were there, but we actually broke it. It was 42 lead changes, I believe is what it was.
Oh, wow.
So I don't think we'll see that here tonight, just because, you know, what we're seeing. But look at that outside lane, Todd. Look at the freaking boost that they got off that high lane. Look how far of a gap. Now, this will hurt them, by the way. That big of a gap will hurt.
Right. And, I mean, as you've seen, you know, as we were talking, Tyler Dalton was running the bottom, and that middle lane was able to get around him, and he actually dropped a few spots, but then they kind of went 3 wide with him, and he was able to catch back up to them 2 leaders that got around him. So running 3 wide through the tri-oval here for back here by Dalton right now.
Yeah, and here comes that David Comstock on the outside. Once again, a lot of people know this lane, not Justin Fuller, but a lot of people know this lane. I'm surprised we don't see more guys actually going this outside lane as the Dale Jr. line. That's who basically made that line famous, especially at Daytona and Talladega. I'm very surprised you don't see just trucks single file all around the top. That does not happen here in iRacing a lot, which is very surprising to me.
No, and I've actually tried doing that while leading a race, and it does not work. I don't know.
People don't want to do it for some reason.
No.
You would really think that, I mean, and personally, I'd rather see this style of racing than I would the high line. Like, let's be honest, it's a lot more exciting being, you know, single file for 63 laps on the top line or 62 laps. But it would be kind of cool to see how it would play out. You know, get a race.
It kind of brings that nostalgia of Talladega in itself, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I guess a lot of guys, and there's some guys that don't like being inches off the wall. Me personally, I love it. Like, I like running the high line. I've always liked it, you know.
Here comes that outside line. Look at Joey Gattina jumping up to second with Justin Fuller behind him.
Yeah, see, like right there. Okay, I get what they did. I understand what the 9 did. I understand why Bobby dropped it. Whoa. A little sketchy move there, Joey. But anyway.
Close here.
But honestly, like, it surprises me. And the reason why I'm surprised is you're not going to be able to hold the lead. We know that. I mean, it's just chess, back and forth is all it is. So, if I'm Justin Fuller or Chad Coleman right now on the high side, I'm staying up there. I'm not going down. And, I mean, I hope my teammates would, you know, would kind of feel the same.
Right. I mean, you're hurting nothing by running that high lane because You know, there's nobody actually in front of you. You
See,
know.
right there, that's smart. What the 9 just did is smart.
Yep.
I love that. He's getting a big shot for the 42 right there, but maybe make it a little bit earlier than that.
Right.
But I don't mind what he did. He went up to block the move, still used the momentum, still able to hold the lead for now. Now, he's not going to be able to hold this lead for long because 38 will take it.
Right. I mean, look at what happened to Justin Fuller there now.
Yeah.
They ended up getting, going to the outside and inside of him and kind of putting him into that sucker hole, as we say, kind of in the middle. But now look at the run that the middle's getting.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be one of them races, and we're already seeing it now. Even with more trucks on the bottom, it does not matter. It all depends really where you are on the racetrack. Like, we got a lot of guys spaced out, just kind of tagging the back end of this, like, Carlin complaining and stuff.
Right.
But it seems like if you go, the higher you get, the better it's going to be. That's really what it seems like. And we're going to see the 42 probably take the lead here, I would guess.
I don't know.
If he does take it, we'll see most likely drop down. Well, he might not now. He might not take it now since he kind of lost to 24. But, there they go.
Oh, there we go.
Big wreck.
This is going to bring up, this is the big one.
Multiple.
And look at that.
Yep, multiple.
Justin Fuller has just taken the lead.
And there was multiple cars, and a lot of this had to happen up front. It looked like the 42, Joey Katina, a hard hit to the inside wall. His knot is done. Looks like he actually blew up, but this all started up front with the 15 of David Comstock, and it looks like maybe, he got a shot from Fuller at sending down the racetrack.
Yep.
Definitely wasn't anybody's fault. That's just
Talladega.
That's Talladega, yeah. And it sucks for Joey because he was definitely looking forward to running it. You could tell why he's in here this week.
Right.
I mean, here's your replay. Joey probably took the worst hit out of everybody on this, but onboard shot of him. This is a pretty wild ride. So he goes to the inside, and 9 does not. He's basically stuck in the wall, and apparently Joey now is officially dead because that would kill somebody.
I was, and that's sad because I was actually just going to praise Joey on the run that he has had so far in this race, and then ultimately just didn't have anywhere to go. And that's the product of racing here at Talladega. I mean, these guys are fighting for every millimeter out on that track, trying to get the best run on somebody to try to get to the lead and block everybody, because that's where you feel the most comfortable in these races.
I agree. I agree completely. So we're going to see some trucks come down. Now, this is a big pit stop top because this will definitely get them to the halfway point. So now, I mean, really it's looking like a one-stop race, I would guess, from here.
Oh, 100%.
Anyway.
I mean, we did only run 8 laps. So, I mean, we were talking at the beginning of the show, how we were thinking maybe about halfway that these guys would try to run it out, but we knew ultimately that we would at least have one caution tonight, so.
Yeah. So we're going to watch race off pit road. Yep. Looks like Mcdonald going to take the lead out of pit road.
Nice looking 24 truck, I might add, with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I painted one just like that. I painted it in a Chevy, though, I think.
Man, every time.
I painted on the Chevy, I said. I did not paint that one. I painted a lot of trucks for him, though.
So, as we're working our first caution tonight, we got Jose Medina, George Rincon,
Yeah, you got it.
Rich Jett, I believe, Jeff Hollingsworth, EJ, Bentley Glasser, Jeremy Jones, Dylan Snavely, Michael Shore, and Ben McDonald, your top 10.
Yeah, and a lot of them guys took 2 tires. Some guys may have took gas only, and honestly, 8 laps at Talladega, you're not going to affect the tires whatsoever.
No, not at all.
Most are going to be 99% right now, on your lefts especially. So.
And I mean, if I were to pit here, I wouldn't have actually taken tires because I know the tire wear isn't even that bad. I would have just topped off with fuel and went.
If you want a track position, fuel was 100% the way to go. Now, if you still want to hang around the back, then take your tires and all that.
Right. Pace lights should be coming off the pace car this time around, and we'll double up for our restart. How many more cautions do you think we're going to have tonight as we got more trucks coming down pit road to top off like we had just talked about?
Quite a bit actually. From 12th on back, quite a few came in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna say at least 10 or 12. Probably more than that. Probably about at least 10 to 15.
Right, so, but I mean, you think this is our one and only caution for tonight?
No.
I don't think so either. I think the intensity is just going to ramp up even more.
All right, so we are getting ready to go back green. Caution lights are off, by the way. So we are set to go here as the, let me try to get this right, the Kia, Chevrolet, Ford, Mustang, Toyota Camry, Chevrolet Silverado pace car, Dodge Ram pace cars out front, BMW GT4 car leads us around this 2.5 mile track. By the way, we did not show the weather, so here you go. 78-degree air temp with 103 track temp, but once again, not going to matter. One thing that does matter later on, though, with his runs is once your truck starts to get a little light in the back end, you do got to tend to be a little bit more careful, especially in the tri-oval. That's happened to me numerous times when I decided to kill Jeff Fabiano.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
It was so bad. I was so embarrassed. Well, it wasn't my fault, though. My whole back end got loose because somebody bumped me in the tri-oval, but got cussed out, and then they apologized.
Here we go. Pace car drops back down pit road, waiting to go back green. And the funny thing is, here, Chapman, these guys don't go green literally right here in the middle of the tri-oval. They actually go through the tri-oval. Well,
not anymore.
not anymore. I was going to say.
Time to go green. That was extremely weird. But normally they do wait for the green.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's going to hurt the 24. He's not going to have a. Well, he might get some
Well,
up here.
maybe not, because there's nobody out there on the outside line behind who is that?
57.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes for somebody to jump up there from the bottom.
Well, there's EJ jumping up behind George, and also the 88 of Dylan Snavely. He's jumping up as well. So we'll see for how long. You know, an interesting thing that I've noticed, though, which is kind of surprising. We talked about him jumping earlier. A lot of guys do not do that. It's spaced out a lot of this field, you know?
Yeah, I mean, now guys are trying to basically save fuel to get to the midway point, you know, as we got the outside line now starting to come up towards the front. Bentley Glasser leading that outside line. He's going to have a huge run coming down the backstretch. Someone down there on the apron back there just dropping back. I believe that was the 81. Another thing I've noticed too is nobody's really side drafting up at the front right now, but I think everybody's just kind of chilling out, some laps in. And then I think that's what brought out that first caution, was everybody was just so amped up and ready to get this race going, and they started side drafting and ultimately just created the big one.
Yeah. So you see the outside lane to 18. Bentley Glasser trying to get a big run on the outside. Should happen, honestly, with a lot of help that he's got up there. But I'm very surprised by how small this front pack is compared to what we've seen earlier.
Yeah, it's really. Oh, there we go. Rich jumping to the outside. Going to try and get that run on Jose. But yeah, the field has shrunk down quite a bit because I think everybody in the back is starting to think, okay, let's save fuel. Let's try to stay out of the big one for now and make it to the end.
So here you go. Up on the outside is the 35. No, I said 35.
36.
36, yeah. And Rich Jet up on the outside. He will lead that last lap. This is the first lap led for him here tonight. 24 still on the inside. Jose Mcdonald with the 97 and the 18 up on the outside as well. Of course, EJ on that inside working. Let's see if that third lane really forms up at all. I mean, I'm very surprised. Todd, like with this small of a pack.
I don't think so.
Yeah, with this small of a pack, it's going to be, I mean, really, I know I say small, but it's really the top, I believe, 15 trucks, kind of.
Right.
Which is not a small pack by any means, but it's not really what we're used to see. Well, Daniel Falkenham kind of in a pickle right now.
Right, and I was just about to explain that, you know, with this smaller pack right now, running the middle is actually not that bad because you got guys trying to go to that outside to get that third lane going, and all they do is they just drop to the back because the pack is so small. You can't get enough people to run up there with you.
Yeah, I agree.
So what Falkingham is able to do by running the middle is side draft both sides, and that's what's able to propel him to get that good run through the middle.
I agree completely. So here they come through the trial. We're coming to the start-finish line. Looks like Rich Jet once again going to lead this lap as they cross start-finish line. Yes, he does. That's now 3 laps left for him on it. Or 49. We are on lap 16 of 63. Here in this one, coming to 17 next time by. Once again, top 15 or so trucks kind of breaking away here. Compared to our second group being led by Joel Conley back in that 76, and a lot of guys kind of mixed in with that as well. So right now we're really focused on this middle lane now, actually trying to figure out a way to make something happen. As you see 2 trucks now going to the inside.
Falkingham kind of looking towards the outside, not going to make it work, but now he goes to the middle. And like I said, here we go. Here comes Falkingham up the middle. He's going to have a huge run by EJ, and he's going to go right to the front. Is he going to bring EJ with him?
Yeah, looks like he's going definitely.
Yet.
Oh!
EJ getting a little squirrely there. But here's the thing, if I'm Falkingham, I do not, well, he's about to make me, man, these guys like to make me liars because the minute I go to say something, they go do the exact opposite. What I was about to say was Falkingham, instead of jumping to the inside, I would have at least brought the guy that pushed me to the front. I would wait till he was able to clear the guy that, you know, had the lead before dropping down. It's kind of like a mutual respect type of thing. You push me to the front, I'll bring you with you, and we'll work together, but now we see EJ go to the lead, and he's going to drop up front in front of Falkingham, thanks to Chad Coleman.
Well, so you see EJ take the lead. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he led a lot of laps the other night. I have to double check that to be certain, but
Falkingham going to the outside now of EJ.
EJ won at Daytona the other night, which we know that already. I thought he actually led more than 5 laps. But he only did 5 laps. So, still, Chad Coleman, by the way, led 17 laps. So right now up front is some guys that we've seen up front Wednesday night.
Coming to the line, I believe Daniel Falkingham is going to lead this lap. and waiting for him to drop down to the inside, and there you go. Gonna protect that bottom. Be interesting to see if he goes to the middle now to protect that outside line from Coleman. If he's gonna do it, he better do it now. Actually, the outside line isn't really gaining that much. Now it does, but
looks like the 38 may have a little bit of damage to his nose, don't it?
yeah.
I've seen it kind of crinkled up just a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder if it's either from pushing somebody so hard to get to the front, or
that first wreck, maybe.
Or yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm curious though, if he gets in traffic, how long, with the nose bent up, does it? I wonder if that makes the truck heat up a little bit quicker. You would think so.
We know you would think so, but depending on where the damage is, I mean, if it's on the right front fender, it ain't gonna affect it as much because, it just means that he'll become a good pusher instead of a leader. Because, if he's leading with that nose damage, he's gonna be slower than everybody else. So ultimately, what he'd like to do is, win the race at the end, but ultimately right now, he's just got to be a good pusher if he's got that nose damage on there. And as you can see right there, EJ jumps up, and like I said, instantly, that run goes to the high line. Middle back stretch, 3 wide, back a ways there. Now EJ's gonna go to the bottom to protect the bottom lane.
Yeah, you also see the 24 more help on the lower side right now. I'm still not sold.
Yeah.
On even 3 trucks compared to 2 trucks. Now we got 3 in the middle, but I'm still not sold. I mean, I feel like this outside lane's still better. I mean, it's kind of being improved around a little bit, but I mean, you see the 39 jumping up, but
yeah, we're just gonna start going back and forth now. But ultimately, I mean, I've noticed through the corners, it seems like the bottom lane is the best place to be. But going down the back stretch and the front stretch, it's almost like you want to be in the outside.
We're missing Todd Kirkwood now.
Yes, we are. We have not mentioned him tonight.
He's not in there. I thought he was. So unfortunately here, maybe he may be on the road. I know he drives trucks a lot. But he actually races from his truck.
Really?
Yeah, he actually will race from his big rig, if I'm not mistaken.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I think he uses like his hotspot and stuff.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Up front, Chad Coleman getting a huge run there by Hollingsworth. He's going to drop down in front of Falkingham. Going into turn 1. Coleman still running that bottom lane, leading this race right now. More cars to the bottom than it is the top. Waiting on Falkingham to jump to the top. Not going to happen this time going into turn 1.
And I wonder, Todd, honestly, and I'm not taking a shot at Jeff Hollingsworth because I know for a fact how good he is at plate racing. I'm wondering if the 39s are waiting for that outside lane just a little bit more momentum on the outside, which could be coming right now. Honestly. So you see it right there. EJ thought about it and tried to change his mind. But I'm wondering if that's kind of what we're seeing, a little bit of. I will tell you another thing. This second group that's back here, way further back, being led by Tyler Dalton, they are not as fast as this front group. Nowhere near as fast.
No.
They're literally almost the second off.
No, and there goes Falkingham out to the outside. He's going to take the lead and momentarily here drop to the inside.
By the way,
there it
guys,
is.
now I'm thinking about no broadcast tomorrow. We got one Sunday. Do got another announcement we are about to make. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, guys, have to wait a little bit moment there, but
Yeah.
we'll see if we can make it tomorrow. We'll wait and see for sure, but and that will be on our Facebook at Trackside Esports.
I think everybody will enjoy it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we are no longer broadcasting on Tuesday nights for the Eastern Shore Racing, mainly because time and stuff like that. It happens so early in the day.
Right.
So, it's unfortunate, but here we go. Coming to the start-finish line this time. Outside lane, big push there. Not sure if he's going to be able to get it. That was George Rincon up front. Does he get it?
No.
Yes, he does lead that lap.
Well, he does lead the lap, but ultimately he's not able to clear Falkingham on the bottom, so that's why I said no.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, I'm starting to see a lot of these guys snake down into the apron. I wonder if that's legal in this league. I mean, I know it was during qualifying,
yeah.
but
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly. It's sad to say, but I'm not fluid on the Friday night, rules. If there is rules and what
Right.
the rules are, which I'm not quite sure. But I was actually looking to see if I can find it.
Chad Coleman jumps to the outside, getting a huge push by EJ. Leads that lap, but not able to come down to the bottom and clear Falkingham again.
Yeah, so what I'm sitting here looking, there is no rule against the apron from what I've seen as far as this series, as far as any series actually. This right here is the, Sim500 full rule book, and there is not a rule that I see about it.
So that could come into a big play at the end of this race then.
I mean, yeah, if there ain't no rule about it, unless there was something said in the driver's meeting, which there could be.
There could be.
Yeah.
An unwritten rule, yeah.
And honestly, I think most guys have an idea of that rule anyway. So.
Right. Another lead change. Chad Coleman leading that lap. Drops to the inside in front of Falkingham. And now he's got to hold off EJ. Able to do so here in turns 2. Not into the backstretch.
Down the backstretch they go, heading into turn number 1 this time, or turn number 3, I'm sorry, Adam learned math.
Wake up.
Pretty simple, yeah. But I will go ahead and point out, Todd, we are getting to that point where we can start kind of mentioning pit stops. We are now 20 laps into this run, so we can start mentioning it. Let's just point that out. We can mention it. When will they pit?
I'm going to say here in the next 4 laps.
Say 4. I'm going to say actually about 9, actually.
Falkingham jumps to the outside in front of EJ now. And like I said before, they're just going to go back and forth right now, burn up their fuel. No harm, no foul. Just typical Talladega racing.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Talladega. It's honestly, it's back and forth. Honestly, like I said, now I will say something I never thought I would say. I said this in a Wednesday broadcast. And I can't believe I'm saying it again. Derek Pemberton's over here hopping up and down in his seat because he knows what I'm about to say. I know he is. There was a part of me that thought this took no skill. 0.
Yeah.
I bit my tongue. Wednesday, I said, this is 100% skill from what I seen Wednesday night. Especially when I seen 3 wide racing. That's hard to do. It does not matter what track.
It's very hard to do, especially when you can't see on either side of you. You basically got to trust if you have a spotter, or you got to trust the game spotter, which can... the game spotter sometimes can lie. And
He likes calling the big one. That's a big move.
EJ jumping to the outside there, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely some skill involved in these races, but let's just say there's 95% luck and about 5% skill when it comes to these races.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, big move right there.
Yeah.
Another thing is, like, when I was watching these guys Wednesday, they're moving all over the place right now. When I was watching this Wednesday night, some of the saves that these guys made when getting bumped is absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah, look at this run that Chad Coleman got way into the outside.
You don't want him up front. That man's quick if he gets out front.
Especially with the damage.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if he didn't have any damage. It'd be tough. Chad Coleman will have a shot when this race all of a sudden happens.
Oh yeah,
that's 100%. Sure. Yeah, that's 100%. To me, he's one of the best plate racers in this league. That's saying a lot, and I know everybody's like, right? I mean, he hasn't won one. Why would I say that? Because I've seen him up front too many races on here. You know what I mean? Like,
well, right, and he's not the only one that's actually in this race too. You know, you got a whole stack of guys that are really good at these plate races. So I mean, you just saying Chad Coleman is no disrespect to any of these guys in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of good talent in here. I mean, literally, like it's not even a thing to even talk about. Like Trey Edson won Daytona last time this year. So, you know, I was here looking at Chad Coleman, though. We raced Daytona this year. He finished third this year there at Daytona. He led only 3 laps. He only led 3 laps. But I was looking at his stats from this past Wednesday, too. He was actually in the top 10 and out. And he finished, I think it was third in the Daytona race earlier that year in Wednesday series. So.
Up front, it's still Chad Coleman, but look at this now, Chapman. They're not even side by side. They're running, everybody is single file on the bottom. And like we had mentioned before about running single file, but all the way to the top, nobody is attempting to do that, but now you see EJ jumping to the outside with Hollingsworth behind him, coming to the front. Run's going to stall out here in turn 3 and 4. Be interesting. I wonder if these guys are lining up to come down pit road on the bottom.
It's a good possibility. I mean, we are right around that mark. 30 laps right now to the finish here in just a moment. As we cross the start the finish line, 30 laps to go.
I believe EJ is going to lead this lap, and he did. Kind of surprised, these two guys up front, EJ and Jeff Hollingsworth, you know, it's kind of interesting how them guys are actually running faster than everybody on the bottom. But I wonder if they've got lap cars. Yeah, they had lap cars in front of them that kind of helped them.
Yeah, so now I'm kind of curious because we've been 26 laps coming to 27. I should be curious if they drop here.
Yep. Nope. Nobody's going to drop down.
If you know for a fact that you can't make it, you got to push this as low as you can.
Yeah.
So right now, nobody's really comfortable if they can make it. Now, the second group may drop a little bit. Tyler Dalton's leading it. There's a lot of Davis trucks in this. No, I don't think they'll drop either. I sit here looking because they actually got 2 more laps more as far as fuel goes. Whoa. A lot of moving around on the back.
Oh, yeah. That second lane up top starting to form up again. You know, we got, I believe it's Hollingsworth up there trying to make it work. Coleman going to jump to the outside now. Hollingsworth with a big run on the outside with the 36. Big change for the lead. Is there something wrong with EJ?
I'm watching. Where did he go? They're so strict.
Yeah, but everybody just freight trained them through the, up both the 2 lanes up. Here comes Falkingham and Coleman now jumping into the front. They just stormed right past him like he was just standing still.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was about. Let's see if we can make pits. I don't. You can be a pit if you're in that middle lane.
Nope.
Nobody's coming. So now we know from here. We're almost on 29 laps after you've been out there. You're good to go from here. Like,
yeah,
right?
if you pit, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's no reason that you can't be able to make it. I mean, maybe if you just want to stay for a green white checker in case that happens. I will say, though, Todd, we actually have more lead changes than what I expected so far. We've had 20. So.
Which is crazy because it doesn't even really feel like we've had a lot.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it feels like a lot of it's been single file. But it's really been shuffling. And that's the thing, like, we was talking about, could we expect another wreck? I still think we could, even with this smaller group. I mean, it could still happen. One thing we're going to have to watch out for is pit road. When trucks start coming off the apron, or coming off the track to hit pit road, we know how quick it could happen. So, we'll kind of keep an eye on that a little bit, because, we've seen some massive wrecks coming to pit road. They're not coming this time either, so.
No. Yeah, I wonder if their target lap is maybe like 42. I want to say, because then, like you said before, if you pit from here on out, you're good on fuel. But maybe they are actually waiting a couple more laps just in case if they do have another yellow to where they've got enough fuel for that green white checker finish. Because when you pit here, you're not actually going to fill the truck up. You're going to actually fill it up to a certain amount to where you think you can make it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you run, say, I'm going to say, just take 35 laps. Really 5 laps. I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't take 80% fuel. Honestly. I mean, because see where we're at right now. I mean, if we run 5 more laps, they're going to put them at 45. I mean, you're looking at like 20 laps, basically.
Right.
So.
And I mean, the less time spent on pit road could actually change the complexion of this race, or even where you finish in this race.
Yeah, I agree. So you see some cars dropping to the bottom. Maybe get ready to come to pit road. That was EJ dropped down. And that's the thing. If you're up on that high line, you need to get down. Because these guys will not let you down, just being honest. Why should they?
No.
They're not coming this time, but if we start seeing some of these cars in this middle lane getting down, then we'll definitely know why. Because the 57's been up there for a while now.
Right.
Rincon, he's been up there, so we haven't seen him get down yet. So if we start seeing him getting down, then we know, it's definitely coming. Like I said, he's been up there for a while, so.
Yeah, and I'm actually starting to see him getting a little aggressive with trying to side draft.
Yeah. As
you see him right here, trying to pinch down Falkingham, but ultimately didn't get close enough. I will say, being in the truck right now, that is kind of hard to know how close you are to that guy on the bottom when you're side drafting, but it's always nice to have a spotter tell you, you can come down more. The
triple screens or a VR, of course, would help a lot. Some guys run the single monitor, honestly. But to me, there's nothing that beats a live spotter, though. I don't care if you're a VR or triple screen. I mean, you got to be compared to it. Live spotter is key to a lot of success. If you can get your live spotter, 100% recommend it, especially if they're good or decent at it, like me.
I was waiting for that.
I had to brag on myself, Todd. So yeah, I mean, two more laps, Todd. 2 more laps to 35.
Yeah, and here we go. We're single file now again.
Yeah, they're coming.
And here we go.
Yeah, 100% coming this time.
Someone stayed out. Michael Shore.
See, I'm not a fan of staying out.
No, because Now you're by yourself when you come down pit road.
Yeah, you basically just shot yourself in the foot for this one, especially seeing how far. Oh, there's a wreck on pit road, 57 to 36. The 57 goes into the pit box and just basically slams. I mean, that's where communication is a big thing. You've got to tell people, hey, pitting in here. A lot of 4 tires being changed, which is
kind of interesting.
Yeah. 39's done the way. Daniel Falkenham, he took 4 tires as well. 38 looked like he took 4. So a lot of 4 tires being taken. I didn't want to mention the 25 also stayed out, but he was a little bit further behind that group.
Yeah.
So.
And here comes Michael Short down pit road. And like I said before, this probably was not the best decision to make.
Yeah.
Because like you said, now you're by yourself. You don't have any help. You're not going to catch up to the lead pack. Ultimately, that lead pack is going to be a lot faster than you, and you're going to end up going a lap down.
What's going to be interesting to me is how this is all going to work out, because I'm sitting here looking at Daniel Falkenham and Chad Coleman. They've got a big lead now with EJ, and then another big lead back to another group.
Yeah, ultimately, this is going to turn into an actual tandem race, I think.
Really, that's what I was thinking. It looks like a tandem race, because by the time everybody gets grouped back up, it's going to take forever. That's the thing I wish I would have done. I wish I would have got to do the tandem style drafting.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see when EJ and Lucas and Jeff Hollingsworth and Matt Dominic, it'll be interesting to see if they can actually catch Falkingham and Chad Coleman. You know, we've only got 20 laps to go in this race.
Yeah, I agree. I think that man, it's gonna be tough to catch these guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like you're gonna have to definitely group up. Well, we got kind of a big group back here, don't we?
Yeah, they're actually starting to form up now. I'm not a big fan of them guys running 2 by 2 because that's actually not gonna help them.
Yeah, you need to get single file. I mean, you get single file, you're definitely gonna close that gap in very quick. I mean, they're gonna close it in either way, but you don't want to close it in too late, you know.
I mean, if you want to have time to actually catch these two,
and drive around,
settle in, formulate a plan to get around them for the end, you definitely got to get single file as quick as they have.
Honestly, EJ and Lucas right now, the 82, they're in the best spot. Like, they're going to catch this Chad Coleman and Falkingham. I mean, they're already closed in a second a lap.
Right,
they're going
it's
to be
just
able
a
to
matter
just go
of time.
around them. Yeah, they're going to just slingshot around them. And that's what, you know, in a way, Coleman and Falkingham right now are kind of sitting ducks. Like, it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming big.
There's some blinking going on with the 18. I think there's somebody else there. It's supposed to be there too, but I don't see him.
Now, I've actually thought about this. With these two running nose to tail with that pack coming up, it'll be interesting to see if Coleman actually is looking back there and waiting and anticipating on that big run to see if maybe they kind of split up and run side by side to block both lanes.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I guess you could. That's the thing. Like, you legit could. I mean,
but you also run the risk of wrecking in front of the whole field.
Yeah, because these guys are not going to check up. I mean,
no, and here they come with a big head of speed head of steam.
Well, he tried right there to break it up.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he did a good job actually.
Yeah.
The rest of the field did not go with him, which is very surprising. I mean, they're going to be able to take the lead, but Coleman and Falkenham's going to be able to stay right there with them. That's way better than what I expected.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were just going to get freight trained, but here comes EJ now down to the bottom. Going to side draft. Ooh, getting a little squirrely in there.
There ain't no friends because the 82 gets him up there, he gets shuffled out. That's so neat.
Well, it's Talladega. It's actually go time. You know, if you want to run this race, you're going to have no friends now because you're on your own.
Yeah, I mean, we're under 20 to go, so single file now throughout the entire front half of the field.
Well, Falkham's going to make you a liar.
Yeah. There is another group out on track that we have not spoke about, but they are right now pretty far back, about 12 seconds.
Ooh, a little aggressive there by Hollingsworth. Jumped to the inside a little too quick, got the apron. Coleman jumping into the outside, trying to get the outside to go with him. Run's just going to stall out right there.
Here we come through turns 2 now down the back stretch here at Talladega.
You want to mention these guys? They're looking out the rear view mirror just as much as looking out the front windshield when it comes to this type of racing at this point in the racing. So could see a lot of mistakes happen here coming down to the wire.
Yeah, very good point. There they go, crossing the start finish line.
81 gonna jump to the outside with EJ and Chad Coleman back there. I do believe.
Jones, by the way, I don't know how many laps. Is he led any laps tonight? I can check.
I don't think so.
No laps led tonight. He actually started in 18th, so here he is up front battling for that top spot. Got a good pusher behind him. I mean, EJ would notice he can push pretty well. Aggressive at times, but can definitely push really well. But that's the thing, the 81 goes up the track a little bit right there. Yeah, that's going to definitely help Chad Coleman. This may get ugly.
Buckingham going to jump up there and block that. Now we're just going to see him go to the bottom here shortly to block Hollingsworth. Got some lap traffic that they're going to try and get through with Edson and Fuller.
Yeah, Coleman wasn't able to get down. It looked like he wanted to go down in front of Hollingsworth and wasn't able to. I thought that was going to cause some issues, but we are getting to that point.
And I noticed Buckingham, he didn't go straight to the bottom right away going into turn 1. He kind of held up both lanes, but it didn't really help because now look at the run that Coleman and EJ has.
Yeah.
But it's going to stall out again, as we mentioned before. Looks like the bottom lane is king when it comes to the corners.
Yes, three trucks right now on the bottom. Well, a lot more than that. How many is on the bottom right now? Oh, contact 81 and a 41. That is, I'm going to be honest, you don't want to mess with EJ too much on the restrictor plate.
No. Thankfully, he saved it.
Yeah, no damage that I see. Maybe a little. I don't see none, actually. I think they're okay.
Yeah.
81 getting a little aggressive, and you're going to pull up in front of EJ. He is not going to be happy. He's not.
He's going to send you into turn 3 and hope that you just wreck out Buckingham.
You better hope that you can hold it because he is not very happy. I mean, you can see like he went in that turn with a lot of pressure on that back bumper and still putting it on him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to move him up. This may not get good. Yeah, he's moving around all on that back bumper. He's trying. He said, "You're going to go."
Big block by the 81 going to the bottom to block Buckingham. And I think he's going to lead this lap, and he will. Do they get bonus points for leading laps in this?
I think they get one bonus point for leading the lap, yeah.
So there you go. That one bonus point, if they do get bonus points, is actually going to help them in the points. Maybe not much. Oh, big wreck.
Big wreck. There it is. Oh,
81 flipping in the air.
Well, he might need to do. Buckingham involved as well. May need to do.
I think.
Oh, the 38's still not happy. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what happened here. This is. Oh, that was Hollingsworth. Looks like maybe came up a little bit and tagged 41. A little bit of side drafting out of the corner and then coming up. Yeah, it just came up and tagging him.
That wrecked that whole field.
Yeah, so much for that. Yeah, literally. The 25 made it through it.
Yeah.
And then I think it was the 93 maybe? Or the 90, I don't know. I don't know, Todd. The 96 I think made it through it. Yeah, 96 and then the 25. Now the 25 is he a lap down? Yeah, he's a lap down. So
yeah. So now this puts Hollingsworth in the lead, but with damage.
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting if he pits here.
Yeah, he's going to have to pit. Here's the onboard shot from Franklin. You see the truck flipping through the air. Best of luck, and we'll go right on board with that in a minute. Of Jeremy Jones. That's going to be a fun ride because he literally got launched like a wrecking ball. Here's the onboard shot from German Mountain Dew. Good Lord. I'm not gonna lie, it made me think of Ricky Bobby. Yep, I'm flying through the air. That was the longest flip upside down I've seen.
Oh, yes.
Yep, I'm flying through the air. Really want to make a move of that right now.
Now, after seeing that, I don't know if the 41 actually caused that. I think it was because he was trying to get retaliation on the 81.
Yeah, a little bit.
It'd be interesting to see if these guys parked the 41 for that.
I think he parked himself anyway. By the way, the 97 did stay out. I need to check the damage yet.
Yep.
Damage is not going to be good.
Yeah.
Good break, though, for that second group of guys, like Jose Medina and stuff like that. I mean, we're going to have basically an 8-lap shootout, 9-lap shootout, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say about a 9-lap shootout, so it should be interesting.
Now, I do not see, once we go back green, I do not see these guys dropping back. I see, we noticed just now, the intensity did ramp up. It didn't ramp up as much as we had thought it was going to, because it kind of mellowed out, but you can see what one driver can do to the rest of the field.
Yeah.
But now, it's going to get really, really crazy. If you thought that was crazy.
All right, so it's about that time to get rocking and rolling here once again.
Know something? I do not see the pace car out there.
You don't see the pace car? I'm sitting here looking at it.
I'm in turn 3, and the whole field is like laying back or something.
Really? Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah.
Jeff Hollingsworth.
That's who I'm watching too, and I don't see the pace car.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Oh, there it is.
You was on replay, wasn't you?
Nope.
That's weird.
I was wondering if they were laying back for something, but
See
I
it?
don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
So
it's about go time.
it's about to be go time. Pace lights are going to be turning off the pace car here, this time at the line. And it looks like Hollingsworth is not going to come down pit road. So, working our second caution, you got Hollingsworth, Dominique, McDonald, Glasser, Franklin, Shore, Medina, and Muncie,
Yep. Hamish,
Gallagher, and Dalton, your top 10.
Didn't think Tyler Dalton would be really back in this conversation. But
Never count him out, man. I think this caution actually helped him because they were so far back.
no, they was done. Like, I'm going to be honest, they was done. And I mean, honestly, Todd, because I've been in this situation, you've been in this situation where you'll be up front leading Talladega, and there's another group further behind you that has literally no chance of winning this race. I take Dalton.
Right.
And then all you have to do is just wait, till the final couple laps to make your move. And that's frustrating as a driver because you don't want to be involved in a wreck.
Right.
I mean, and sadly, mistakes happen. I mean, that's part of it. But, man, that's frustrating for these guys that, was able to get that jump and then pull away and then unfortunately have it happen. And I'm kind of curious. I wonder if that's going to happen here. Do we see another jump early? I mean, it kind of worked out in a way if you think about it.
Well, ultimately, I think that's Hollingsworth's best option right now with the damage that he has to get that jump, clear Matt Dominique so they can get out front and block as much as he can. But I really don't think the inside lane is actually going to go well because of that damage that Hollingsworth has. I'm actually sitting here looking at right now. I think the outside lane with Dominique and Glasser and Medina, they're actually going to be really fast when it comes down into turn 1 and 2. So ultimately, we could have another lead change here pretty soon.
True that.
But it's Talladega, and we're under 10 to go. I mean, they could be 3 or 4 wide coming into turn 1. We don't know.
Todd, I don't know if you know this, but the Braves won.
Man, I'm not going to say it. I'm
I'm
just going
the
to...
randomest person ever, by the way. I had to do it while he's on broadcast.
Base card drops down pit road. We're about to go green.
He's just going to ignore everything, right?
Yep.
Green flag set to come out here at Talladega with 9 laps to go. We wait for the flagman to wave the heck out of the flag as the field works to the trioval. We'll see if he goes early, and it looks like he is rolling.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I mean, it's a smart move in a way for him. I think you kind of have to do that, like you said. I mean, with that damage, I just don't know how much it's going to work out.
Yep. But here we go. Look who stayed in that outside lane. Won't be long, and I think he'll be up front.
Now, for people that don't know, we broadcast Bentley on Sundays. He is one heck of a driver. He really is.
For sure.
He's very underrated. He is a top driver in that series, and that's a heck of a series, too. I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't came in here.
Whoa.
Don't count out the 18, that's all I'm saying, because he knows how to get it done. There's plate tracks or regular tracks.
Nope.
A lot of moving back there around 10th or
Yep,
so.
and look at here. Now we're getting a bunch of lead changes.
Yep. Jose Mcdonald, smart move there by the 24. I know he wanted to drop down, but he noticed he couldn't. Yeah, honestly, stay to the outside right now. If that's your choice, then stay up there. Because he could have easily got past there if he would have went up a little bit further.
Oh, for sure. He could have not made it to the bottom.
Yeah.
And these guys could have shot to the outside and go through the middle. But look at, here comes Tyler Dalton down into the middle.
3 wide.
With a huge run.
We need 3 wide. Oh, there they go. Contact, more contact. Able to save it. And that was a 19.
Yep. Look at the outside, the 90, the 39.
96 and 39 and 57. How about that?
Yeah, 96.
Dustin Franklin up on the outside. That'd be a cool truck to see a victory lane.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Gonna have a huge run coming into the trioval again, but it's gonna stall out.
I mean, it might be a matter of time. If they stay up on that high line will take this lead. I feel like, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of time.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
That was 57 about came down.
Yep.
Until 23. They're getting ready to have a massive one.
It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. I mean,
the thing is, for people that do not know, if we get the white flag, race is official. We will race back to the line.
Yep.
If we get
somebody
the
in the grass.
Yeah, that was a 5. Trey Edson looks like his truck blew up. Coming to 6 laps to go at the stripe. Right now, Michael Muncie out front looking for his first win this season. I mean, really, a lot of these guys are looking for their first win right now.
Yep. Whoa.
96 getting shuffled way outside. Still a 3-way race up front.
Third for second right now.
And that's the thing. A lot of people just need to keep the wheel steady and straight. I know it's a lot of nerves, especially in the middle of this.
And if I'm Muncie right now up front, my heart is literally pounding out of my chest, trying because you're not actually looking out the front windshield now. Forget what I said earlier. They're not looking both ways. They're looking in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
You know, especially being 3 wide behind you.
That's one thing about Talladega. You will literally mirror drive so much on one. There they go.
Oh, yep, big wreck.
Multiple. There's your big one.
Third big one.
Yeah, that was a big one. There was multiple cars in that one. 96 involved. Multiple.
I think that's going to take out some good trucks that were in there too.
It took Tyler Dalton. He was involved. I think Falkenham got involved. Yeah, Falkenham got some. 53, 25, 88. I mean, that's a pretty good one there.
Yep.
That's unfortunate. Somebody backed up through the grass backwards. I don't know who that was. So, I mean, honestly, that took out over half the trucks. That was multiple trucks. That was probably 10, 12, 15 cars in that one. knows? I mean, we're going to see, though, how this shapes up because I don't think that this might be an unofficial green-white checker. It's going to be close.
I think it's going to be an unofficial green-white checker. Because, I mean, we're on 59 to 63, coming to 60 now.
The thing is, everybody's good on fuel. Like, you don't have to pit if you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, the only thing you may do is maybe come down and get fresh tires, but that really doesn't make sense either because of tire wear. But I could actually see some of these guys doing it because you've got that fresh tire. You know, you're gonna have all the grip, more grip than what these guys staying out on the track are gonna have. So it kind of could work, I guess you could say. But
yeah, I don't. Man.
So many scenarios that you can throw into this race right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it could go many directions, but so working our third caution, we got Michael Muncy leading.
I thought that was our fourth caution.
Was it?
I don't know.
I think it was our third big. Yeah, it was our third big one.
You sure?
Well, either way, we're working a caution.
We're working one of the cautions. Yeah. We have had 3 cautions for 5 laps.
See? I was right.
You are correct. You will never hear me say that again.
Michael Muncy leading. Bentley Glasser running second. Jeff Hollingsworth with nose damage running third. Matt Dominic fourth. EJ fifth. Michael Shore 6th. You know, I wonder if that's going to be the guy to watch for now.
Michael Shore.
You know, yeah.
I was kind of running the same thing. I'll sit here looking. You talk about an upset.
Yeah.
That'll be an upset. I mean,
Michael Shore, Chris Sawyer running 7th, Ben Mcdonald. Those guys definitely could get the job done with some of these guys having damage in front of them.
Who do you think? Because I want to say only to be honest, only 9 cars are out there that don't have damage. Like, honestly, everybody else pitted, so a lot of them cars.
For sure, I believe it's going to come down between the 35 and the 25.
I'm going to be honest, somebody's popping out to me and it's a 95.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that too.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, it's going to come down with help. Like, did you mess anybody up in this race? You mess somebody up, you might as well say bye because they're not helping you.
Yeah.
So.
But actually, yeah, never mind. Yeah, Muncy's going to be leading. For some reason, it's telling me Bobby Wetzel's leading, but he's down pit road, so. There you go.
I mean, Muncy could still really hold on to win this.
And actually, I'm sitting here looking at right now. It says lap 60 to 63. But okay, never mind. What it was showing me was the timer on the session was ticking down under 2 minutes, and then it just jumped to 3. Yeah.
Too. So once again, guys, we will be live for American Sim Racing League. That will be playoff race number 2 for them guys. This week, this Sunday night.
I believe I'll be in the booth with you for that one.
Double check to make sure what track they're at. Apparently, I don't know either. Look. I had it up a minute ago. I lost it. Oh, North Wilkesboro. That's why you were studying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is actually playoff race number 3. I apologize. Thought this was only the second one. So I forgot there's at the road course. That's right.
Yep. Leave it to Chapman to mess everything up.
100%. So actually, we'll be seeing who our final round is for these guys after this week. And then we'll be back here on what day? After Sunday?
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Or no.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah. We'll just go with Wednesday. We'll see what happens after tonight. But
it definitely won't be Tuesday, though. I can do that. Not right now. Not yet.
Yeah. So yeah, Wednesday Sim500 League is at what track? Because I messed this up
Why
earlier.
do you always talk? Why do you mess me up? Because I gotta go to the website and find it. They are going to be at Richmond. Well, that's
That'll
right.
be a
Yeah,
good race.
Richmond and Dover. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Dover, man. That's probably one of my favorite tracks to broadcast. I love Dover racing, especially with guys that really know how to drive it. You know.
Yep.
So I mean, it takes you out of it, but.
Anyways, pace
I'm
car
sorry.
about to drop
I'm
off.
sorry.
I'm gonna punch you so hard right now.
Green flag is about to come out. Do you go early?
Will we
here?
see? Yes, you go.
Yeah.
You go early and try to block as many lanes as you possibly can.
I mean, I agree. Look how many cars are out. I mean, Falcon has a lap down, by the way. He's in the very back.
Green flag back out in the air.
Yeah, he went
Once
early,
he
which
was
is
a-
smart, but no
Yeah.
help behind him.
No, and I mean, it's nice to get a good jump, but now,
You gotta have a little help.
yeah,
And that's the thing. Like you'll see NASCAR drivers actually do this. They'll wave out the window to let the person know where they're going. So you're
Yep.
gonna see this outside lane. Yeah, you're gonna go high.
there you go.
97,
Bentley
like
Glasser
100.
looking to the outside.
See,
But he's got
97,
no help.
Yeah, 97 did not go up, which is very surprised. I thought Hollywood. There's EJ going up.
There
Smart
we
move.
go. Michael
Very
Shore
smart
and
move.
EJ gonna help him.
So once we get to the white flag, the race is official. Now the race is not official yet, of course. Anything can still happen. But once we hit the one to go sign, the race is 100% official. Then you'll start seeing some crazy stuff being done.
Yeah, and I can actually see it formulating right now. Bentley Glasser gonna look to the outside with a huge push by EJ in the 41. Not gonna jump down just yet. Here comes the 41 to the middle.
Smart
Gonna
move.
make it three
Smart
wide for the
move by
lead.
Bentley. Ah, he's going to get left out, though. There they
Oh,
go.
oh, there we go.
Big wreck. Michael Muncy looks for his first win. Does have pressure coming from behind from the 95. Matt Doming. This is going to be a three-truck race with
Yep.
Ben Mcdonald involved as well. What is going to happen? Michael Muncy going to stay on, or the 95. Matt Doming going to stay on the back bumper.
Yep. This is going to get interesting because now we only got 3 trucks racing for the win here at Talladega.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Ben McDonald's really got nowhere to go because it's all relies on that second truck and what's going to happen. Let's see if he jumps out. There he goes, jumping out.
There we go.
Looking at possibly 3
This is-
wide. Nope, 95 going to stay in
this-
line here.
This is going to be a photo finish, I believe. Coming to the
Definitely close.
line.
Who got it?
Muncy got it.
Did he get it?
Yep.
Yep, you got it. Michael Muncy will win Talladega, followed by Ben McDonald, Matt Dominique. Michael Muncy, first career win, I believe. How about that?
Heck of a race there to the line. I thought McDonald was going to have him, but ultimately Muncy had just enough of a run to hold him off.
Once again, a new winner this season. That's going to be great for the news articles. And that happens tonight at Talladega Super Speedway. Congratulations to none other than Michael Muncy. We're going to go do some interviews. Todd, I'll see you in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Figure out where I got to go. I don't even know what I'm doing. I have done this before. All right, we are over here waiting to do some interviews now. Just waiting for a couple guys to come in. Hopefully they come in anyway. But congratulations to our race winner. It's none other than the 91 Michael Muncy. Big finish there at the end. Cars, trucks getting together in turns 1 and 2, causing a big pile up. It was a 3-truck race. And it comes down to Michael Muncy picking up the win, holding off Ben McDonald and Matt Dominique. Congratulations to both of them guys as well. Either way, a good run there for them 3. Congratulations. We will once again wait for some interviews to come in. As you see Muncy here doing some burnouts here on the front stretch at Talladega. He's definitely going to melt the tires off that one because first win here in the Sim500 Esports Racing Series, and this is not an easy victory to do. Anytime you can win in this type of series, it's always a step in the right direction as far as momentum and everything else goes. We'll wait here for just a moment. Hopefully these guys come in. That is the main thing. And we can talk to a couple of them. I know it is late and stuff. We'll let everybody get off here in just a moment. As Michael Muncy puts it in victory lane here at Talladega, followed by Ben McDonald, Matt Dominic, Chris Sawyer, Gary Sexton, J. Ray Hayes, 6th place, Jose Benado, Lucas Strayer, Dustin Franklin, EJ O'Rourke, your top 10. We'll just wait here for just a moment to double check everything and make sure that these guys are not in here yet. Once they do, we will be pulling them in. Talk to them, and there we go. We got Michael Muncie here with us in the booth. Michael, you got a copy?
Hell yeah, baby. What's going on, boys?
Hey, good job, dude.
Hell yeah, that was exciting as shit, man.
That was, dude. Like, honestly, it came down. You led 9 laps tonight. But anytime you can lead laps at Talladega, especially with the way this was, because the outside lane was a big thing here. Honestly, it was. And it came down, big wreck happens. It was just 3 trucks. And, man, you was able to get the win here at Talladega. Talk us through that.
Well, just I'm trying to do donuts here, and I'm missing my key on my wheel. Man, I really did not expect to do good in this race because after that first caution, I kind of held back. Matt Dominique and Jeremy Reed are kind of like my teammates, right. And Steve's in. But yeah, me and Jeremy got stuck kind of back in that second pack, and Matt kind of stayed up there with the lead pack, and I thought it was over with. We were losing time. We were losing ground. Yeah. Just wasn't no chances of anything good happening there. And we got lucky and got a caution, and perfect timing. I got a big run on the outside towards the end there. I think it was the 18. I shoved him up to the lead. He shot down on me, passed him, and he shoved me the rest of the way through there until that restart. And we knew there was going to be another big wreck. They were racing really racy in my mirror, so I figured that was going to happen. But I was just hoping that it would happen behind me and not get me collected, and I figured I might be able to hang on to it.
Yeah, man, and not only is this your first win this season, it's maybe your first win in the Sim500 series. That's going to feel pretty good, especially with the amount of talent that's in here.
Dude, it's incredible, man. Like, I come into these races, and I mean, you know, you could probably tell the last couple of weeks I've been picking it up. I had an issue. I think it was at Vegas on a restart on a green white checker when I was like second or third. Totally screwed up. Spun my tires. Shot high. Blocked Trey Edison on accident. Got put in the wall. He ended up winning the race, so it worked out good for him. But yeah, and then last week I think I finished top 10. I mean, I've been slowly getting better and better. But like every week when I come into this series, I look at the guys and the I ratings, and it's like I got like a 1900 I rating or something. And I'm like, damn, why am I even in here? You know?
That makes me feel good. I'm not gonna lie. I love hearing you say that.
Yeah, and it's a super speedway, but the consistency has been slowly coming in. And I've been running top 10, top 5. It's just finding the right opportunities and making the right moves at the end of the races and completing the races, which is key. And luckily, I actually played the strategy right tonight. But I don't want anybody knocking it because it's super speedway, because I've been running good the last couple of weeks.
I have learned my lesson from that Wednesday, because I was normally the type of person I'll be like, it's super speedway, anybody can win. These things actually do take a lot of skill. Like, no joke. It's a lot of luck and a lot of skill to get through these races. So go ahead.
And that's racing anywhere. Yeah. It's luck and skill. It's just a little bit more luck comes into play here.
For sure on that one, dude. You know what to do. Shout-outs and all that. Celebrate it.
Just want to say thanks to Matt Dominique for being a good teammate, and Jeremy Reed. Appreciate y'all racing in this series with me. I'm glad we found it. I want to say hello to my wife, Denisha. I know she's not watching, but she will hear about it because she's asleep and a little bit late for her. But I'm going to make her watch this tomorrow and not tell her I won. So just want to say hey to her. Love you, baby. Appreciate you letting me race and let me spend a bunch of money on iRacing.
I hear that, Ben. Hey, good job, dude. Now you got to go out and win some more. That was awesome to watch.
Appreciate it, man, and appreciate y'all doing the broadcast. Y'all do a great job, and thanks for talking to me.
You bet, buddy. Thank you. All right, next up, we're going to talk to Ben Mcdonald, finishing in P2 tonight, but still a wild night, Ben, for you. Started up in 5th, and there was a point it looked like this was a very slim chance, but still gave yourself a chance there at the end.
Yeah, it was a very interesting race. Try to play it safe most of the time, and turned out to be just a 3-car battle there at the end. Try to do what I could to hopefully get a big enough run to go for the end, and just barely fell short.
Yeah, man, that's just Talladega. You know how it is whenever you race places like this. There is a lot of luck. There is some skill, of course, with it. But, man, talk about this race. There was a lot of ups and downs. It looked like for everybody throughout the field tonight.
Yeah, the beginning of the race, I knew it was going to be a little bit antsy. Everybody wanting to go up to the lead and obviously get their time on the broadcast. After the first caution, it was pretty calm actually. Everybody was able to group up, either went single file through most of it, and just kept it clean. Had a green flag pit stop, which I took advantage of, just trying to stay with the lead pack. Was able to, and the unfortunate caution, about like 15 or so to go, and then a couple late cautions falling into place, and then the last lap turn one incident just put me in a great place to get the position that I'm fortunate enough to get anyways.
For sure on that one, man. Well, we go to Homestead next week. What's your thoughts heading there?
Definitely a track that I'm good at short runs. Over the course of the season, I've been really good on the short runs. Just been not very consistent over a long run period. I also have not too good of equipment, but I do my best. I try to do what I can to get to the curve of some of these bigger guys, and I love racing, doing all this stuff, and Homestead will definitely be a fun challenge coming up on this schedule because you got multiple lanes to work with.
For sure on that one, man. Well, you always do put up a good fight. You're always up there competing, so good job tonight. Second place, you want to give any shout-outs?
I'd like to shout out Venation iRacing Central, Alameda Custom Flooring, and Four Cloak Media.
For sure on that one, man. Hey, good job tonight, buddy.
All right, thank you.
There you go, guys. There is your second place runner-up here tonight. Ben McDonald will hop back over to Todd Chase Jr. as Todd, race is over after a pretty good night of racing, man.
Yeah, just like we had thought about, at the beginning of the show, we were going to see some really good races. Seen a lot of big wrecks. Took out some pretty good drivers, and ultimately it came down to three guys that I don't think we necessarily thought would come down to the wire with.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we had a great story at the end there with Michael Muncy picking up the win. So I thought it was a pretty great race.
Yeah, honestly, it was really awesome to see Michael get the win. Definitely well deserved. He was talking about how much he's improved and stuff, and he said he feels like he's improved. I agree. I think he has too.
I've noticed it too.
Yeah, good, solid run. Great interview he did. That was awesome. He was telling me Matt was actually his teammate, so kudos to him. We didn't get to interview him. He wasn't over there, but kudos to Matt because he did not have to push him. I mean, he really could have done his own thing. So.
He literally could have made it 3 wide to the line.
Yeah.
But he chose to help his teammate.
Which is great, yeah. So, and then, Ben, he said that basically there's a lot of guys here with good skill, but, I get that. I understand it. You see the my ratings, you kind of look down upon yourself a little bit, but, Ben has been up front and ran multiple races, so can't count him out. Either way, good race, though, guys, for us. Todd, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I just want to say, I hope everybody has a good weekend, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless.